quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio 55 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Andre Roberts now to return it. Powers through. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. That'll bring up second down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later. But I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. From the shotgun, Ryan. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel from 13 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This is taken at his 4. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. So out come the Falcons now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On first down, Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's up and good. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Here's Ryan, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside.
And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Adrian Claiborne in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Freeman again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Freeman again, a first down carry. He knocks him back and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Able to power through. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters years to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 62 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on third down, haven't they?
Yeah, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Ryan on first down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Play action. Ryan. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 46. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And they will take a knee here. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Logie, you help me. I said, Logie, you help me. Now everybody got problems, yeah, but waiting no more way to solve them. I really came up from the bottom, struggling my mama on the last dollar. Hustling, man, I've been putting in these hours. The government been trying to take away what's ours. Really all about the money and the power. I just want to see my people in power. Tell me how we gon' shape this vision. Complaining all day, but in the same condition. If you wanna make change, it's gon' take commitment. Some people enslaved by their religion can't emancipate the fundamental principles. What I see through optics transform the wisdom. Watch me use my prophets, get them on the list, and I've been on the mission. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Logie, you help me. I said, Logie, you help me. Now everybody got fights, yeah, but wouldn't know what good advice was. Till they leave him lifeless. Another mama crying, it's another crisis. Lord knows we just trying to live righteous. Are you willing just to make the sacrifices? I know we can't continue living like this, and I never sell my soul cause that's priceless. Tell me how we gon' make a living. Hustle on the block, who gon' save the children? Man, it's on the plot and I'm just revealing. The media just trying to make a villain. I just take the pain and paint a picture. Voices in my head, I hear the whispers when I feel this way. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Logie, you help me. I said, Logie, you help me. It's just the way I feel. Mom's been wasting so long. It's the way to deal with these problems alone. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm living on restless. I said, Logie, help me. I've never felt selfish before. I've been living so.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Here we've got two teams who will look to their running backs to try to control the pace of the game. It's Ingram Saints going up against Freeman's Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Looking for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Brees again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Partner, those are the ones that really hurt. I mean, this is where you've got to know to throw it away and just take the 3 points. Instead, he's flushed out, and he tries to force something to happen, and it winds up a turnover.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018, as that wound to the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should, and frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with their 2 tackles, Teron Armstead at left tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, who was a rookie last season at right tackle. They are loaded going forward. If they could get a real playmaker at tight end, that might be the last piece. And if that...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
And as a defender, if you go with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Now it's Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Inside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Jones has it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football. Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play call.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, a chance to discuss the Pro Bowl happened January 28th, just a few miles from your house there in Orlando.
Yeah, how about that? A lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm for the Pro Bowl. You do hear the critics talk about it, but for a lot of NFL fans, closest they're going to get to an NFL game. They love
a breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 79 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes, add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny, I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. And here now come the Falcons. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And they're definitely showing blitz here. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And give him a gain of 37.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, 38 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And his throw is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's what we love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
Baby.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. 2 yards to go here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Coleman now. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now it's Ryan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 33. On second down, Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll let it fly in the direction again. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Second and 10 now. Ryan. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down. Ryan now off the bootleg. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 49 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Drops it off for Coleman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think of Tevin Coleman as a really good combo back. He can run it, but in terms of being a 3rd down back, I think he ranks with the best in the league.
So good. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan looking deep for Julio. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. A.J. Klein in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now it's Ginn. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Defense showing blitz. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, Breeze. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. They go play action now. Ryan caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this one brought in by Sanu. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like you're...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch here, left side, Thomas. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Dontari Poe able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brooks Reed in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing now is Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always...
And this will be caught at the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. try to pound it in. Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On second down, here's Breeze. Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw, it's Breeze. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And got his man complete. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 47 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Ryan wants to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the sack pushes them back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Throwing now is Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead, but hey, you get it as a coach, you look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Ryan to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Here's Ryan. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that.
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I...